no little plants. I'm so scared. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I know this is late. I know I usually post on Sundays, but I think I'm gonna switch to posting on Mondays just because it makes sense for how my week is laid out. Other than that, this week's video is interesting. It's kind of all over the place. It's kind of messy, literally and figuratively. As you can see, I filmed the intro and the outro on the same day. So this is the result of my fake tan experiment, and I think it's pretty good. I'm not like crazy tan or anything, but I'm definitely not pale anymore, which is what I wanted, and we'll talk about it more in the video. I didn't go really in depth into like the steps that I took because I literally followed the instructions from the back of the bottle. Not much to that. So that's why I didn't like go out of my way to explain what I was doing. If you buy those products, the instructions are in the back. That's why I didn't like go way too into it. So let's get into the video of me trying to self-tan for the first time. So basically this all started because I'm turning 20 in, what day is it? I'm turning 20 in 3 months, and I'm not aware of my like age and mortality, but I am slightly concerned about the sun and its effects on my skin, and I've been watching a little bit too much of Hiram's YouTube channel recently, so I'm just really concerned with my skincare right now, and I've decided to just take care of my skin for once and stop tanning in the sun. So the first thing I looked into and did a lot of research about was which self-tanner was good for beginners. I got this from JC Marie Smith, who is one of the girls from the podcast What We Said, which is the one I talked about in my first video. In her blog, she mentioned that she really liked this L'Oreal Paris Sublime Bronze Self-Tanning Water Mousse. And I literally have not opened it, so I'm gonna open this up. I'm reading the instructions, which is... So this seems simple enough, and it kind of seemed like everything that I looked into, all the instructions are the same. I got a separate one for my face. I've seen a lot of influencers talk about these, which are the Isle of Paradise self-tanning drops in medium. And I know they're for your face and body, but most influencers that I've seen just use them for their face by mixing them into their moisturizer. And I think this was really good. I really wanted to get a separate face and body one. So I'm really excited about these. Also, the packaging is just very cute. And I ordered myself on Amazon a little tanning mitt because I really didn't want to get my hands all freaked up. So with that, this is all I got, and I think I'm ready to rumble. Hello. I'm done with my workout, currently sipping on the remainder of my morning coffee. We're in this cute Fabletics set, as I do, as I love. I'm gonna go shower. I read online that you have to like shower and exfoliate like never before and just like shave everywhere you need to shave and then moisturize like crazy. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll see you when I'm showered. Hi, Mom.
Hi, babe.
Okay, hi. I have showered. I have moisturized my entire body. I am completely covered in lotion. I'm kind of just letting it dry off right now. Should I do my face first? I feel like I should do my face first. I'll do my face first, actually. Okay, so we're gonna start with my face by mixing 3 drops of this Isle of Paradise into my Sephora moisturizer. Okay, and we'll start with the first question, which is, what is your dream job? I would say that what I first think of when I think of a dream job would be being a life coach. For some reason, being a life coach is something that I've always really wanted to do. I don't know why. I think it's just because I really like to give advice and I really like psychology, but I don't know how I would feel about being like a normal therapist. But I've also always wanted to be like a published author, just a writer in general. So I would say either life coach or author/writer. Those are what I think of when I think of a dream job. How many pumps am I supposed to do? It's like 2, right? So kind of going off of the whole dream job thing, a lot of people wanted to know how I decided what my major would be. I applied to college as a psychology major, and on the first day, I was like, I don't know if I want to do psychology anymore. So I was like, I think I want to do political science because I took poli-sci 1. And I was like, I love this class. And there was a period of time where I just didn't want to do psychology anymore because it seemed really stressful. Honestly, I was very scared of the major because of the requirements. Towards the end of the first semester, I realized that I really do love psychology, and I was just kind of being afraid. So I'm majoring in political science and psychology, hopefully with a minor in journalism. Two most important things when considering what you're going to major in is what you're really passionate about, what you want to do after college. And I think people get scared when choosing a major because they think it's going to define their entire life. I think the best advice I could ever give to somebody who's just struggling to choose their major is to just take a bunch of classes until you figure out what you really like and what you are comfortable spending 4 years studying in depth. So a lot of people actually wanted me to talk about my favorite books or like book recommendation. What I generally say when people ask me what my favorite book is Emma by Jane Austen, and that's because it is. But it's also like a classic. It's not the same as like other modern books that I also really like. I also really like The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Okay, so I look naked in the shot, but I'm wearing a swimsuit top. I'm wearing a swimsuit top, okay? I'm not naked, that just for reference. So I'm gonna stand here so you can see that I'm clearly wearing a swimsuit top. It's also not a bra, just a swimsuit top. Okay, so yes, my childhood favorites would probably be like the Percy Jackson series. I absolutely love it, and I'm so excited that they're turning it into a series so we could get the like screen adaptation that the movie clearly did not deliver. I was a big Hunger Games person. You can ask anybody who went to middle school with me. So I would recommend any of the books I just talked about. I think they're all wonderful. Also, okay, I'm doing my arms right now, as you can tell by me doing my arms right now. But I watched a few videos about how to do the self-tanner. They all had like shaved arms. And I don't shave my arms. I don't like to shave my arms. So I'm a little bit nervous about that one, but hopefully it all turns out fine. Okay, so my shirt is back on because everything is dry, basically. It dried pretty quickly. It kind of dries like the spray, it kind of dries like spray sunscreen. Somebody asked, what is your best memory at Berkeley? And if you don't know, which you probably do because if you're on here watching this, you're probably my friend. I go to UC Berkeley and I was there for most of my first year of college. I would say that one of my best memories at Berkeley was Big Little reveal for my sorority because I was so excited when I got my big. I was very, 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 very happy. It was a pretty long day, and then when it went into the night, like it was just so fun. Like the way we found our bigs was super adorable, and I love my big with all my heart. She walked me back to my dorm when it was getting late, and it was so fun. And then she bought me boba. She's the sweetest. I absolutely love her. I adore my big with my entire heart. Somebody said, what's my favorite ice cream? And my favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip or strawberry, either one, or coffee. So I got two similar questions that were, if you could be friends with a YouTuber, who would it be? And then another one that's like, who's your favorite YouTuber? And that changes all the time. All the time. But I will talk about currently who is my favorite YouTuber, or currently who I think I would be friends with if I met them. But I think the person I've been watching the most has been the Try Guys because I love them. I think they are just the cutest, sweetest people in the entire world, and they're so funny, and I watched them since they were on BuzzFeed, and I think they're really funny, and I really like them and enjoy their content. So that's my favorite YouTuber right now. But I think that the YouTuber that I would actually be friends with, who is also one of my favorite YouTubers right now, I've been binge watching all her videos, even like her vlog channel and her main channel, Ava Jules. I love her. I think she's so cute and she's so funny and so adorable. She seems like the sweetest person in the entire world. But I also think I'd be friends. Like, I think if we met, I think I'd be friends with Emma Chamberlain. This is the only reason I say this, and I know it's I feel like it sounds weird to say these things, I've always kind of been told that I'm a lot like her, not like physically, just like personality wise. And I do watch her videos and I listen to her podcast, and I think especially through her podcast, I figured out that we have very similar life experiences and we like a lot of the same things. So I think Emma Chamberlain and Ava Jules are the people that I would actually be friends with in real life, and I really like their videos, so them. A lot of people ask like what my favorite activity is or my favorite pastime. My favorite activity or pastime would definitely have to be bullet journaling. I love bullet journaling with a passion, and if you guys want a like planning and organization bullet journaling video, I could completely do that. I love talking about it. I'm just gonna quickly flip through it so you can kind of see what's going on here. But this is what she looks like. I really enjoy bullet journaling. I think it's super fun and relaxing. And a friend once told me that I am my best self when I continuously bullet journal. And I would agree with that. I think it makes me like be more present and be more self-aware and just like have my together, honestly. Okay, I got this question, which is favorite movie / music. And my favorite movie is On the Basis of Sex. It is my favorite movie of all time. I absolutely love it. And more current, I think my favorite movie is Little Women, because I love that book. It stresses the hell out of me. Like, the plot is very stressful and causes me anxiety, but I loved the movie. And I love Little Women and I love Lady Bird. I just love Greta Gerwig so much. She's an actual genius. My favorite music, I listen almost exclusively to indie pop, indie rock, or indie folk. You can see that in my playlists, which are on my Spotify, which is always in the description below. It's the same everywhere at bellyvmtz. So if you want to know what kind of music I listen to, you can go on there. Another question was, do you drink? And I don't. I really don't. Throughout high school, my parents always wanted me to learn how to drink so I could just like be ready, basically, and like know about alcohol in general. And as much as that was very nice of them, and they were very much like the I'd rather you do it in the house type of parents, I never wanted to drink. I never felt the need to. I don't know, it was never a thing I wanted to do. But when I turned 18, I live in Mexico, by the way, so the legal age is 18, not 21, but I live in Mexico. So when I turned 18, I was like, fine, I'll drink a little, just like to try things, to just know what they taste like, to figure out if I like something. I didn't, big surprise. I only like very specific mixed drinks, and I'm not gonna make them, and I'm not gonna buy them because they're really expensive, so I just end up not drinking most of the time. My favorite number, this is in Spanish, but it's my favorite number. My favorite number is 19. It was the number that was on my jerseys when I played basketball and soccer, and I've always just really liked that number. A lot of people know that, but 19 is my favorite number. It's also the age I am right now. Whoa, I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. Oh, this is cool. What's your favorite musical of all time? Like, if you had to choose just one. I think if I had to choose just one, it would be Six the Musical. It's about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, and it's just so funny and so beautiful. I love it to death. If I could only choose one, it would be that one. So it's been about 3 hours and I can see it. Like, I'm looking at the viewfinder just because it's working so well. Somebody asked, what would I say to myself 5 years ago? 5 years ago, what was going on 5 years ago? So I think what I would say to myself is just try your hardest, and whatever your hardest is, that's okay. Try to keep yourself happy and remember what you care about and what makes you happy, and don't let other things get in the way, even if they're shiny and new. That's what I would say to myself 5 years ago. I'm just gonna answer one last question because I think like this is going on for way too long, and I'll just show you the results tomorrow. What's the last show on Netflix that you watched? And it was Control Z. It's this show and it's Mexican, so I watched it in Spanish, but they have like an English dubbed version, and it's so good. Like, it's a very dramatic, it's a very, very, very like high school drama, but also the acting was really good. I really loved the actors, and the plot was really good, and honestly, I was really hopped off on caffeine and binge watched the entire thing in one night, and it was just one big anxiety attack, but in a good way, because it was so interesting. You just kind of like, it was like a train wreck. You just couldn't look away. I think I'm done. This is all I'm gonna do. I will film tomorrow with how the results turn out, like after I rinse it off and go to bed and wake up and all the stuff, and yeah, should be good. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And the video's technically over. I said I would show you the end result of my self-tan. This is the end result of my self-tan. It's been a couple days, and honestly, I really like the results. Sorry for looking in the viewfinder, I'm just like looking at the tan. I think I'll keep doing it for the rest of the quarantine just because I don't get any sun, like almost ever. So that's where I stand on that. I loved all the products that I got, especially the Isle of Paradise drops, and I know they're the most expensive thing that I got, but it's so much product that I think it's really worth it. I thought everything was very easy to apply, to like basically not fuck up, so I think that was really great for me. So yeah, the video is officially over. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it interesting. I hope my endless rambles were of some entertainment. And that's it for this week. I will come back next week on Monday. That is the plan. That is what I'm sticking to. I'm doing these videos on Monday now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have an idea for next week's video, comment below or DM me. Follow me on social media. I'm at bellyvmtz everywhere. It's spelled BELLYVMTZ. I recently hit 5K on TikTok, and that was really cool and really exciting. So go follow me on there. I post quite often. And I'm doing a cool thing on my Instagram right now. So you can look at it, and it's really fun, and it's for Pride. So that's it. Have a nice day.